The average student loan debt in our country is around $30,000. But should student debt be forgiven with a stroke of a pen? Joe St. George walks us through where things stand and why some are saying massive cancellation may not help those most in need.
College and education, a place where you learn and grow, but you also accumulate debt.
I don't know how much foresight an 18-year-old has.
Meet Renee Nicole Allen. Her student debt profile, a bachelor's degree from Mercer University in 2005, a law degree from the University of Florida in 2009. Her student debt number at its peak, $385,000.
Right now I'm at about $265,000. I don't know, that doesn't feel any better, actually,
But should the federal government forgive student debt for people like Renee? It's a debate happening in our nation's capital.
All you need is the flick of a pen.
Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer wants President Biden to forgive $50,000 in debt through an executive order.
I will not make that happen.
In a town hall Tuesday, though, the president rejected that number, but his White House has signaled he might forgive a lower amount. Biden press secretary Jen Psaki tweeting, "Our team is reviewing whether there are any steps he can take through executive action." It's still very much unclear if the president will actually act on this, or perhaps it's all political theater. Democrats argue canceling debt is legal because it's debt technically managed by the federal government and that it's been done before. For instance, former President Trump canceled debt for permanently disabled veterans.
We should not forgive all the student debt that's out there.
But Sandy Baum, a senior fellow at the Urban Institute, says President Biden should think carefully before he acts.
People who borrow a lot of money are typically people who went to college for a long time. Many of them have graduate degrees, and those people tend to have relatively high income.
Baum's research says helping those in the upper middle class won't help lower income earners who are in the most economic need right now, many of whom have no college debt because they didn't go. She also says there are plenty of struggling Americans who prioritized paying off their debt already, who may feel slighted.
How would you feel if you just finished paying off your loans and then they said, oh, those people who didn't pay them, we're going to forgive them?
As for Renee, she, like millions of Americans, is in wait-and-see mode. Since she plans on continuing to work in public service by teaching at St. John's University, she hopes her debt is forgiven in a decade because of current laws. But she says nothing in life is guaranteed, which is why any forgiveness would help.
If anything happens to me, I guess I default.
In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.